Trump took off on you on the stump this week. Let's take a look.
He's going to tax you people at 90%. He's going to take everything. And nobody's heard the term communist. But you know what? I call him a social communist, okay? Because that's what he is.
You smiled when you heard that. What's your response?
Well, if I had to respond to every absurd thing that Donald Trump said, I'd spend my whole life doing it. But I do want to, you raised the issue of taxes. Trump raised that issue. Let's talk about it. What we have seen, George, in the last 30 years, as most Americans know, is a massive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, it's gone in the wrong direction. It's gone from the middle class and working families to Donald Trump and his friends, the top 0.1%. And yes, let me be very clear. If we're going to make public colleges and universities tuition-free, as I believe we have to do in the 21st century, yeah, we are going to have a tax on Wall Street speculation. Yes, we are going to ask Trump and his billionaire friends to pay more in taxes.
What rate?
Yes, we are going to end these. We'll come up with that rate, but it'll be a damn lot higher than it is right now. When you see the rich getting much, much richer, and in their effective tax rates, as Warren Buffett often reminds us, is lower than the effective tax rates of truck drivers and nurses, yeah, the wealthy have got to pay more, and corporations, who in some cases make billions of dollars a year in taxes, billions of dollars in profits, don't pay a nickel in taxes. That has got to change.
You said a damn bit more. Previously, you'd been asked if a 90% marginal rate is certainly too high, and you said no. So how high are you willing to go on that top marginal rate? Are we talking 50%, 60%?
Well, we're working, George, this is what we are working on right now. We're going to end the loophole that allows large corporations to stash their money in the Cayman Islands and, in some cases, avoid pay all federal income taxes. We are going to raise the estate tax so that Trump and his billionaire friends and their families will end up paying more in taxes. We are going to have a tax on Wall Street speculation. Trillions of dollars have flowed from the class to the top 1%. And we have got to address the fact that the middle class in this country is disappearing. They need help. We have massive wealth and income inequality. The wealthy are going to have to pay more.
But to pay for all of your programs, you're going to have to do more than tax the top 1%. How far below the top 1% are you going to go with tax hikes?
It is not true that we have to go much further. I just indicated to you some of the proposals that we have. The proposals that we have to provide public colleges and universities tuition-free will be paid by a tax on Wall Street speculation, rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure, a huge need out there, and creating millions of decent jobs will be paid by doing away with the loophole that allows corporations to stash their money in the Cayman Islands tax-free. We have huge amounts of tax loopholes that exist for the wealthy and large corporations. We're going to address that issue and protect the needs of working families and the middle class.
So no tax hikes below the top 1%? No tax hikes below the top 1%?
I didn't say that. I think if you're looking about guaranteeing paid family and medical leave, which virtually every other major country has, so that when a mom gives birth, she doesn't have to go back to work in 2 weeks. So if there's an illness in the family, dad or mom can stay home with the kids. That will require a small increase in the payroll tax. I'm on board Senator Gillibrand's legislation, and we can accomplish that with just a small increase in the payroll tax.
But that'll hit everybody. That's going to hit everybody.
That would hit everybody. Yeah, it would. But it would mean that we would join the rest of the industrialized world and make sure that when a mom has a baby, she can, in fact, stay home with that baby for 3 months rather than go back to work at the end of 1 week. We are the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee paid family and medical leave. Look, George, the truth of the matter is we do a lot of great things in this country, but we are behind many other countries in particular and working families. And one area that I want to touch on is this week, as you know, the Social Security Administration said that there would not be a COLA for our seniors and disabled people. That's only the third time in the last 40 years. I think that's absurd. Prescription drug costs have gone up. Seniors are paying more. We need to change the formula. And we've got legislation in to do that, to ascertain what real cost of living is for seniors. I am going to fight very hard. You got millions of seniors trying to get by on $13,000, $14,000 a year, making choice between medicine and food. That is criminal. And we've got to change the formula by which COLAs are created so that seniors get a fair shake.
Before we go, I got to show you